welcome back. I'm at Buttermere in the Lake District and it's beautiful, but as always I've planned it perfectly for the weather to change. I was up here a couple of weeks ago with my girlfriend and it was some of the best conditions I've been in the lakes with, and as soon as I choose to camp the weather turns nasty. So the wind is going to get up to about 40-50 mile an hour tonight up on the summits, which is where I'm planning to be. Where I'm planning to go is near some little towns, near Haystacks, if you know the area, and it looks quite sheltered. But about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, the wind is going to do a 180 and change completely the opposite direction. So I'm going to have to pitch in the wind and hope I've got the right pitch ready for the wind to change. That makes sense. So it should be fun. So stick with me to see if it works or I get blown off the top of a mountain. We'll see. But it's stunning. The light is moody, atmospheric, female, and very interesting. So I'm looking forward to it. It's been too long. It's been way too long. 2 months, maybe 2 months since I've been out. And the last one was a bit of a flop, so let's see how this one goes. Some interesting facts about Haystacks, the fell that we're going to go up now. Is for those who don't know, it's Alfred Wainwright's apparently his favourite of the fells, that's what I was told. And after he died, had his ashes spread up here. Haystacks itself was named after the wrestler Big Haystacks. They were going to name the one next to it Big Daddy. Apparently that's got voted out. It's Fleetwith Pike or something. I prefer Big Daddy if I'm honest. What else? Yeah, that's it really. They're the only facts I know about Haystacks. I really should have googled a bit more before I came up, but if I get signal on the way up I will try and google interesting facts on Haystacks, and I'll get back to you. Apparently somebody lost a needle up there once. They had great difficulties in trying to find it again. The name Haystacks in Spanish, which obviously I know now, is El Haystaquio, which simply means to stack one's hay. Haystacks is also the largest mountain in Europe. Most people tend to use oxygen, plan months in advance, and work in large teams, supported. But I'm just going to go for it. I've got my ice axe, gloves, and I've got some whiskey and some biscuits, bourbons, and it's just how I roll. So if Netflix are watching and they want to make a documentary about me summiting Haystacks, then get in touch and we can talk money. I'm not greedy, so you know, a couple of mil will do it. And yeah, if you're watching or Amazon, I'm easy. Netflix, Amazon, or any Hollywood producers want to make a movie, again, we can talk. Just hook me up in the comments, and yeah, we'll work something out. it's beautiful up here. If you can hear me, stunning. The light is absolutely stunning, but I'm losing it quickly, and I've got maybe an hour before I lose it. The light, that is. So I'm gonna have to, as much as I'd love to get the drone out, although I think it's too windy for the drone, I'd love to spend a little more time up here and get some more shots and video, but I'm against the clock today, unfortunately. But the light is incredible. Home for the night. I've had a good look around, and although it's a bit boggy, we've got flat land here. We're surrounded by rocks for if and when the wind changes, and it's beautiful. So I mean, the main path is over there, which I don't like, but you know, it's late now, so I shouldn't be bothering anyone. And middle of the week, dead of winter, so I'm not too bothered. It's absolutely stunning. I'll try and have a little look around before the light dies, but I'm gonna have to get the tent set up. But it's stunning. It's a beautiful place. In all seriousness, Haystacks is it's a fantastic little fell. It's not too big, not too difficult to get up. Quite easy. It's a good winter fell, really. So if things did go wrong, you're not too far away from help, and it's quite a popular one. So there's always walkers up and down here. Still got to be careful, obviously, in the winter. It can turn nasty, and if you can't get to your gear, you're in trouble. So but yeah, highly recommend Haystacks, and around here the views are immense. You see Great Gable, Kirkfell, you got Pillar. It's just surrounded. It's like a full 360, so you can tell why Wainwright loved it so much. And yeah, I just hope that wind is kind tonight, and I have pitched in the right place. Time will tell. Anyway, I'm gonna get the tent pitched, and then I'll get back to you. Beautiful. So one of the reasons I love the Soulo is the fact that I can move it. It's got some special name, I can't think of it top of my head. Because it can be pitched like this. Oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of the name. You'll know what it is. The fact is, I can lift it up, move it around, and it's great. Which comes in really handy for like times like this where I'm having to decide where to pitch it, because I've kind of like got to mix and match. It's flatter over here, but it's more exposed to a big gap over there that I'm worried about the wind kicking in later, and it's boggy. Or it's less boggy over there, but less flat. A bit more bumpy. And still a bit boggy. But yeah. It's lovely here now, isn't it? It's really, really still, really hidden, but from the wind up there it's quite breezy. Down here it's lovely, but I am concerned about that. There you go. There's a gust there. But it's coming from over there, but it shouldn't be. It should be coming from over there right now and then changing to over there later. But obviously, it's got the whole mountain swirl thing going on, just to make things more interesting. It's one of them things. If I have a sleepless night in the wind, I have a sleepless night in the wind. But yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling. I really, really should crack on. I want to get all my kit out and start making it all cozy for the night, but before I do, I thought I'd do a little quick video because I've seen a few people walk past with envious eyes and rucksacks on, and I have a feeling I might get a neighbour on the other side of the tarn, so I thought I'd have a quick chat now before they came, and then I couldn't, it'd get me too awkward, wouldn't it, talk to the camera and stuff. Although I might sneak off somewhere and have a chat later anyway. I'm hoping, I don't know why I'm looking at it, it looks weird, doesn't it? That's better. That's better. What a view. Yeah, I want to sneak off and have my whiskey and hopefully look at some stars and relax, but it is a bit treacherous. The terrain, there's big holes, slippery rocks, potholes. Just lost my full boot in some marshy mud. So once the lights go off, the sun goes down, I might have to be a little bit closer to the tent. And if I do get a neighbour, which I'm hoping I don't, then I won't be doing much talking, which you'll probably be glad of, to be fair. We'll have to see. But for now, I'm going to get all my tent inside, all cosy, get my sleeping bag out, and then start thinking about making some tea. And then once I've had my tea, it'll be headphones on, listen to some nice music and relax watching that. What a place, eh? Well, I'm not wanting to speak too soon, but I think I'm alone. I don't mean to be antisocial, but, you know, solo wild camping is about being on your own while camping. And when there's somebody just over the way, it kind of takes the whole magic away. I like to run around naked and dance when the sun goes down, so, you know, people don't appreciate that. But I think the people who were walking past and looking at my pitch have continued walking to find their own. I find whistling loudly helps, and singing badly. Yeah, people tend to move on when they hear me sing. Yeah, I'm not that antisocial. I am. I'm super antisocial, to be fair. But I'm a nice guy. I like people. I just don't like being around people much. I prefer animals and nature. But anyway, I feel like I've got the winning lottery ticket tonight. It's freezing, it's Baltic, but I'm out that wind for now. Dinner's pretty much cooked. I'm going to sit and scran that in a minute, and then wait for the stars to come out. I can already see a couple of them. I know the clouds are going to be moving in because there's meant to be snow flurries later, but for now it's looking nice and clear, so we should get some stars. Yeah, time to chill. It's been far too long. I finally feel like I've been rewarded for my patience. Let's hope the weather is kind tonight. Oh, it's chilly out there. It's really chilly out there, and it's a bit warmer in here, but it's going to get really cold tonight. Like I say, there's supposed to be snow flurries coming in tonight, so layering up. I always layer up on a night, even in the summer, so I can sit outside and relax, but it's even more important during the winter. So I've got a base layer. It's like a neoprene base layer I always use. My camping pyjamas, should we say. I've got an X-Milsurp top over that. Again, really thin, but really warm. I've got an additional cheap thermal, which I just put on because when I'm sitting outside, it keeps me warm. Then I've got two down jackets that I put on, a cheap one and a decent one. The cheap one is actually a regatta, and it's fantastic. If anything, it's a bit warmer than the Montaigne. Montaigne? Is that what you say? Montaigne? Le Montaigne? I don't know. Cheap one is actually warmer than the more expensive one. However, the more expensive one does pack down better. But rather than having a big winter coat, I take two smaller down jackets, layer them up, and then when I come to bed, I use one as a pillow. And I sometimes, like I say, tonight, I may end up wearing one as well. However, I've got the Rab 900 scent sleeping bag, and that's super cozy, so I probably won't need it, but we'll see. Better to have and not need. Then I've got a nice thin I'd love to say merino wool, but it's not. It's just a cheap one. I'll hopefully dish out and treat myself and get some merino wool soon, because that would be perfect. But it's just a cheap but very thin woolen top, which goes under the down jackets, obviously not over the top, because that would just look mental. And then if I'm still cold or there's a wind, I've got a windproof jacket, windproof, waterproof jacket. That goes on, woolly hat, fingerless gloves, so I can still do what I want, pick my nose and stuff. And yeah, that's it. Then I'm all set up for the night, and normally I can sit out there for a good hour or two in the winter, tucked up, in all my woolers, having a drink, looking at the stars, listening to my music, and all's good. So that is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I just thought I'd, just drop that in there. For anyone who's wanting to get into the wild camping, specifically winter. However, I would suggest you start springtime, summertime, because you're going to make plenty of mistakes. I still do most camps, but it's best to make them mistakes in decent weather. And then, if your tent cacks it or whatever, you're all right. If you mess up in the winter here, well, yeah, it can be naughty. Again, I'm on the back of a very popular fell, so not that high, pretty simple to get up and down, and there's people in the vicinity. So, but most of the time, I do try and go to the most remote places possible, and then you've got to be that little bit more prepped, I suppose. But it always pays to be prepped if you can help it. Anyway, I'm gonna go drink, listen to some tunes, and eat some chocolate. Wish me luck. Sky is epic. It's just full of stars. It's got to be one of the clearest, nicest nights I've had while I've been camping. It's really treated me this time. Wind has so far stayed friendly. Very still here at the moment. It's supposed to change direction at 8 o'clock, so we'll see what happens. But so far, couldn't ask for more. What a display. Unbelievable. Right, I'm going to drink some whiskey, listen to some music. I've just seen a shooting star. If you're not wild camping and you're thinking about it, do it. Why aren't you doing it? It's unbelievable. I could be sat at home watching Netflix, picking my nose and wasting my life. You really, if you're thinking about it and you haven't done it yet, get some stuff together, make a plan and do it. Incredible. Right, good night. Check it out. My shoelaces are frozen. I don't know whether you can see that. I've been sitting outside for probably an hour, just relaxing. I'm fully wrapped up, listening to music and chilling, and all of a sudden I realised I was getting really cold, and I came in and yeah, my shoelaces are frozen. Actually, it doesn't. It's starting to. There you go. Already it's starting to go back to normal. Yes, it's cold out there. Everything's starting to freeze, including my shoelaces. But it's beautiful. It is so beautiful out there. But bedtime now. Well, that was an interesting night. after sitting there and watching one of the most amazing starry nights I've seen, laying on a rock, wrapped up, and watching super clear skies until my shoelaces froze. I got in the tent, cold at that point, and got tucked up. And about 9 o'clock, 8:30, the wind did change, and it started kicking my ass a little bit. It was coming through them gaps, but if I hadn't been where I was, I'd have got smashed to bits. Luckily, being down below, it was just catching my tent every now and then intermittently, but when it was hitting the tent, it was kicking its ass. I had to get out, make sure all the guy lines were down properly. At that point, it was snowing quite heavy as well, so it was definitely coming in. I expected it to be quite a bit late today, but it's all gone. So I think it's turned to rain and mush through the early morning, and now I'm just left in a big calm, cold cloud. So in the end, it all turned out right. Bit of drama through the night, and then peace and quiet again. So all in all, a really successful night. Took a while to get warm last night. I had to put another layer on. It was really, really cold. But by the time I did a 360 around the tent, tightened the guidelines, come back in, and got wrapped up again, and I started to fall asleep. The wind was that bad, and because I'm next to a tarn, and because I'm stupid and paranoid, I actually had to have a look for my knife. I wanted my knife at hand in case, in my head. I got blown into the tarn, and then I was trapped in the tent, couldn't get out, you know the nightmare situation that your head likes to create. So I had my knife at hand for a quick release and a swim up, and then I'd probably died of hypothermia anyway. So, but yeah. But all in all, an absolute epic night, an epic camp. It has been absolutely one of the best camps ever, apart from that little bit of drama through the night, but that makes it all the better for me anyway. So I'm going to pack up, get my things together, because I've slept in, because I didn't sleep very well to start with because of all the buffeting and worrying of drowning. Ended up sleeping in, and I've got to get back and pick my little girl up from school, so a bit of a walk down and a drive back. So let's get a move on. I might catch you at the bottom of the hill. We'll see. Very different morning. No views today. But this little rock formation has kept me safe all night. It's been fantastic. As bad as the winds were, it hasn't even knocked my GoPro camera off. I thought that had been miles away from that rock and smashed somewhere. That's it. I'm back on top of Haystacks, about to make my way down the other side now, and it's been a fantastic camp. Been probably one of my favourites. Definitely in the top 3. This is why I like to winter camp. As long as you're kitted out properly and you're prepared, it's awesome. You get some of the clearest, most beautiful skies. There's less people around. You can come to more popular summits that I wouldn't dream of camping here during the summer. It'd be too much activity. But in the winter, you've got more choice, so which also helps be a little bit safer, because you don't have to go and lose yourself too much in the hills. So yes, winter camping is fantastic. The stars last night it was insane. Some of the shooting stars have like a trail behind, like I've only ever seen in, I don't know, cartoons, I guess. Incredible. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've definitely enjoyed this camp, and hopefully I'll be back out soon. Yeah, Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please press the subscribe button. It's really helping growing the channel, and I appreciate your support. See you again soon.